And with us now is Joel Rosenberg, a best-selling author and Middle East expert. Joel, it's nice to have you on set with us live.
Great to be with you guys. Thank you.
What's your take on last week's still deadlocked elections, and as Jenna just mentioned, the possibility of an unprecedented third election this year?
Yeah, I don't think we're really going to go to 3 elections. I don't think the Israeli people will tolerate it, and they will blame somebody. So I think what we're heading towards is what we actually need, a national unity government where Benny Gantz, the former IDF chief of staff, Israeli military chief of staff, might serve for 2 years in that, and then Prime Minister Netanyahu serves for 2 years. The question is which would go first. When you have a deadlock like this, that's what people want. They're saying we're not choosing either or. You've got to serve together, and there's a long tradition in the Israeli government of that.
Were you surprised at how close this has been?
No, because it was so close in April that they couldn't form a coalition. What was surprising is that Netanyahu pleaded with the country and was trying to be so persuasive that he needs a larger center-right bloc majority so that he wouldn't have to make a deal with Benny Gantz. And he got fewer votes, fewer seats than he did last time. So Netanyahu's really on the ropes. He's in trouble politically. I'm not saying he's gone, but on October 2nd and 3rd, just next week, he faces the first of his indictment hearings on 3 separate corruption charges. So he's got a tough road ahead of him right now.
What do you make of the Arab Party endorsing Gantz?
Well, they're only doing that to keep Bibi Netanyahu from ever becoming prime minister again. And they've actually been explicit about this. I think this is a question. There's many critics of Israel saying that we're an apartheid country. We don't let Arabs, be full citizens. Not true. They are full citizens, and they have full rights, and they serve in the government, they serve in the parliament. The challenge and the question for the Arab parties are they really going to try to make life better for the 20% of Israelis who are Arabs, mostly Muslims, but also Christians? Or are they only going to be in this sort of blocking mode against any Israeli political decisions? And if they want to participate, they could actually benefit their people in a tremendous way.
Joel, you recently traveled to Saudi Arabia and you met with a crown prince known as MBS. Right. This man, he's accused of killing the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Right. Have you received any pushback for having this meeting with him?
Yes, a lot of pushback here in the United States from the media. From people generally, especially on Twitter, and even from evangelicals. Why would you go? Why would you talk to that man? How could you even go to that room? I've got several reasons. Number one, as an evangelical, we know in the Bible that Daniel was in the room with King Nebuchadnezzar, that Joseph advised the Pharaoh, that the Apostle Paul appealed to Caesar. Who was that Caesar? It was Nero, one of the most horrifying leaders in Roman history. They did it to be a witness for Christ in the New Testament era and to be give wise counsel. We did it in part to engage a leader of a country that's been completely closed to Christians, even though there are 1.4 million foreign workers who are Christians. But there's not a single church, and so that's an issue. So we wanted to engage him. It's our second visit. Only 2 U.S. senators have gone to visit and engage with him. And you're saying that I've been there twice in 9 months, and 98 U.S. senators haven't. They really need to go if they want to see him make big changes, which he's already making. If they want more change, they need to go engage him.
Joel, would you say it was a success?
I would say it's a success, but it's a long haul. They've got a lot of changes that Saudi Arabia needs to make, and they're now engaged in a mortal combat situation with Iran.
All right. Joel Rosenberg, we always appreciate having you on.
Great to be with you guys both.
Joel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joel.